I am Pastor Lockhart, president of Our Gold Village. And don't go to Burkina-Faso, don't go to Mali, don't go to Niger. And this is out as a warning, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Before I do that, let me just explain what Our Gold Village is. Our Gold Village is a strategy that will put funds back into your households and your community pockets. So we won't have to take the insults and continue supporting multi-billion-dollar corporations who withdrew from the DEI policies and supporting black-owned businesses and propping up the black community, helping us to get a leg up, reneged on the promises that they made to us like Target. So that's what Our Gold Village is about. Also, it's a concept that supports black-owned businesses and the creation of black-owned businesses, which ownership will remain in the black community for a black American legacy, not to be sold, maintaining a legacy for the ancestors of black Americans who suffered, bled, died, sacrificed, that we might have a better future. And my ancestry goes back in America, as far as I know, about 8 or 9 generations to the graves of my great grandfathers. A strategy that doesn't believe that boycotting, requesting, or begging should be our primary strategy to grow the economic black village in America. Contact us if you want to invite us to a church or invite us to speak, to start Our Gold Village in your community for economic ownership, jobs, growth, and self-determination. I started the concept about 40 years ago. Subscribe and share. Subscribe and share, please. Now, I've been to 5 African countries. I've been to 9 countries altogether, and I lived in a couple. And I could tell you, I could greet you in a couple of African languages. But don't go to Burkina-Faso, Niger, or Mali. Don't go to these countries in the Sahel region. And the reason why is because about 2 months ago, about 100 villagers were massacred, slaughtered, and by the jihadists who have come from another country, and they're streaming down. I think they're sponsored by Arabic countries, because they would like to possess the gold in the Sahel region in Mali, Burkina-Faso, and Niger. And they've been at this for some time now. Now, about a month ago, 200 soldiers were killed at a post in Burkina-Faso. People are being killed in Mali, and their armies cannot protect them, or haven't protected them. Now, they're basically in the major cities, but they have penetrated these countries. And what happened is that the United States tried to help them. Some years ago, you may recall, Sergeant Johnson from Florida was killed in Niger. And Niger is different than Nigeria, but it's all in the Sahel region, and where the Muslims were very strong. Like 1,300 years ago, they came down and they did a lot of the raiding and so on. And they enslaved a lot of your ancestors and mine. But they want to take over to get the gold. Now, they kicked the Americans out who had spent millions of dollars to fight the jihadists, Islamic extremism in the area. And they withdrew because the American people were surprised that we even had bases there. And they were just doing drone attacks, that kind of things, to keep the jihadists back. But then they kicked the Americans out. But before them, they kicked the French out. I can understand that, because the African countries made a bad deal with the French, so that the French benefited more than they did. But that's part of the deal when you owe the banker and that kind of thing. But in any case, they kicked them out. And I wish them the best, Captain Toure in Burkina-Faso, all the things that they say he is doing, free housing and all that for the people. We'll see. It's not done yet, but they say a lot of things. I don't want them to recruit you in their army and you die over there like Sergeant Johnson because they they can use you. I think a lot of the tribes there. I don't think I know that a lot of the tribes in West Africa enslaved us before they enslaved people in East Africa. A lot of the tribes there enslaved people to go to the Middle East and Asia. But they can't protect their own people. How can they protect you? Okay, I wish them the best, but I think they made a mistake, a logistical mistake in kicking the Americans out. But they said that the Marine general, they didn't like his tone. So they said, okay, well, now you got the Russians who are basically being bodyguards to the leader. But there's been a lot of things said about how the Russians have treated the people in Mali and killed the people and rape and murder in Mali and these other Sahel countries. And they haven't kicked them out because what they're doing is processing the gold. I don't think we were doing that. I haven't read anything that we were doing anything like that we wanted their gold. And so please don't be a fool. I saw a brother on video online saying, come to Burkina Faso. They want to make it sound good. Listen, 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 listen. I saw an AI with the Captain Toure speaking perfect English. I'm not sure if he knows English. They speak Arabic there. They speak French because they were a French colony. And it had to be AI. Don't be tricked. Don't be fooled by anything they put out there about going to Africa. And then don't be fooled about buying land, and because they have laws that outsiders, foreigners can't buy. Even though you're black, and we welcome other black people to our own herd, I think at times. They see us as American. They see us as another tribe. They don't see us as insiders, even though they may call us brother and all of that. So I have a lot to say about the situation with Africans, and nothing negative, but just realistic. I don't want them to use us. A lot of those tribes sold us, our ancestors, and it seems like they want to take over our economy and double dip. They took over the Essence Group and all of its investments, but Nigeria was behind of all of that. Nigeria, the Nigerian government, there's a video out about the Nigerian government behind that. And the president being from, he's a Liberian, then the CEO is Kenyan. So they want to capitalize off of us like they did our ancestors in slavery. But we're the head and not the tail. Don't let anybody tell you we make the most money in the world per capita. Nigerians and other countries in Africa, the people make like the average person makes three. There's some real rich people there, but there's a vast difference. There's the middle class, but they make like $3 an hour a day, $3 a day. I know that's Haitians who worked in Dominican Republic got $10 a day for construction work, but a lot of Nigerians don't even make that. And there's rioting in Kenya because of they've raised prices and so on. Now they have to pay off the Chinese, and the chickens are coming home to roost. Physicians, mechanics have something in common.